Hello and welcome back guys to Tech Journal 24. Today we will take a review of Asus ROG Strix XG49VQ. This new offering from Asus is a beast, claiming to include loads of gaming monitor benefits that are seamlessly integrated into its 49-inch, 32:9 display. The ROG Strix XG49VQ pitches itself as the antidote for having two individual 27-inch monitors for your setup, but in one convenient HDR-enabled display, geared towards gaming. So let's start. Alright. The Asus ROG Strix XG49VQ is an incredible widescreen monitor for gaming, but is it worth its vast price? What is the Asus ROG Strix XG49VQ? The Asus ROG Strix XG49VQ is the latest Republic of Gamers monitor, and it's one of the most outlandish panels the firm has ever released, not least because it has a vast 49-inch curved widescreen that will dominate any desk. Having such a huge design is a double-edged sword. It's great for some games, but it can be detrimental to others. And, with a price of £989, performance needs to be top-notch to justify the outlay. Let's check the design and features. The XG49VQ uses a 49-inch VA panel with a conventional 1800 or curve. The inclusion of VA technology should ensure good colors, and this is a 10-bit panel, so you'll get the full gamut of shades from which to choose. However, VA screens don't deliver the best response times or uniformity. The Asus has a native resolution of 3840x1080 and an aspect ratio of 32:9. When combined with the 49-inch diagonal, it's like having two 27-inch 1080p monitors sitting side by side. The unit looks like it wants to give you a hug. Nevertheless, the Asus still offers a lot of pixels, and any widescreen involves compromise, which may mean that it isn't suitable for your system. Widescreens aren't ideal for all games. They're fantastic for racing titles, and FPS and strategy games often benefit from the extra horizontal space. However, some games feel cramped due to the lack of vertical space. The 1080 vertical resolution isn't particularly high. Elsewhere, some esports titles simply won't allow you to run at the Asus resolution, because it provides an unfair advantage. The screen also has a response time of 4 milliseconds, which is middling, totally fine for mainstream gaming, but not high enough for serious esports games. Some games may stretch artificially to fit the screen or have trouble rendering their UI elements properly. Most games will work without issue on the Asus screen, and in certain genres, especially racing, the width is a boon. But check the situation with specific games before you buy. The resolution itself also has its pros and cons. The 3840x1080 panel is made up of 4.1 million pixels. That's plenty, but it's a long way short of the 7.3 million used on the Philips screen, and half as many as the 8.2 million needed for 4K panels. The lesser pixel count means that a wider range of graphics cards will be able to run games smoothly on this screen, even with AMD FreeSync. However, the lesser pixel count also means inferior sharpness. The Asus density level of 81 ppi isn't high, and it means that the screen's pixels are visible, especially if you're sitting close. It isn't a terminal problem, and games are crisp enough. Nevertheless, it's worth bearing in mind if you prize higher resolutions. A 49-inch screen at 5120x1440, such as the Philips Brilliance 499p9H, has a 109 ppi density level, so it's visibly crisper. 4K screens are sharper until their diagonals go beyond 40 inches. The Benq EX3501 sits at 106 ppi. These issues impact on non-gaming uses too. The 1080p height feels cramped when you're working, and the 32:9 aspect ratio is too wide for films. Much of the screen ends up unused. Set the resolution and diagonal aside and you'll find a screen with inconsistent features. It has the aforementioned 144Hz AMD FreeSync 2, which now works with both AMD and NVIDIA GPUs. you get good picture-by-picture options. The XG49VQ can display 3 different video sources at once, so, potentially, you could use the screen to display images from a game's console and a couple of different PCs or any other configuration of hardware. With any of the picture-by-picture modes activated, however, you can't use HDR or FreeSync. The screen is limited to 60 Hz. But it's still a versatile option. The Asus includes HDR for normal screen operation, but it only adheres to the facet DisplayHDR 400 standard. That's an entry-level HDR protocol that comes with modest requirements, a long-duration brightness level of 320 nits and a burst brightness level of 400 nits. Those brightness figures aren't much higher than many screens without HDR, and Asus also says that the XG49VQ will hit a peak brightness level of 450 nits regardless of its HDR modes. In short, while the screen does have HDR, it will have minimal impact. And not many games have HDR modes anyway. Elsewhere, the Asus adheres to the ROG blueprint. It sports a dramatic stand that includes handy cable management, and the screen sits on a wide, narrow base with 2 legs. The bezels are slim, and build quality is good.
Thank you for watching. Do like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell icon to get more of these videos.